In the daily lifestyles of students in the school environment, many situations could happen that lead to the needs of the care coordination, emergency care, and aids. But who is responsible for the aids and responses? School should be a safe place for both students and staff, and that is why we have the so-called school health services. This promotes the well-being of students and balances the health and academic performances of students. We have conversed with several professionals and students to something important like knowing and understanding the benefit of school health components, the mental health and well-being, physical education, and medical aid.
School health services are the services that involves the well-being of students and employees in our institution.
In general, no, ang ano ng guidance, of course, is to help, is to assist. No? Holistically, no? Hindi lang siya sa mental health, pero of course, titignan din natin yung ibang aspeto ng pagkatao niya. No? Yung cognitive, yung social, emotional, no? Physical, no? So lahat i-check natin. So aside from the generalized na sagot na to help and to assist, no? I think isa pa is to give students a safe space. That's very important. Para sa akin, no, pumunta ka dito sa guidance, I assure you, it's a safe space for you, no? Talagang pinapractice namin dito yung confidentiality. We are bounded by that ethical consideration. So, whatever man na ilabas mo dito, whatever man na i-share mo dito sa amin, it's a safe space for you. No judgment whatsoever. It's okay. That's
It is important since tayo is mga tao rin lang naman and we need to sustain our health and well-being, and also we need the health services in order to improve or maintain our productivity. So kami, we are practicing here as nurse, no? So since mga registered nurse kami. And we are practicing including the necessary nursing skills that can be utilized by the students and the employees in our school.
That's first off, we have yung individual counseling, no? So it's either pwedeng walk-in, no? Pwedeng referral. So yung walk-in, of course, yung anytime pwede silang pumunta dito, no? And then we'll accommodate sila yung available, sino yung pwedeng counselor at that time, sila yung mag-accommodate ng client, no? Of course, yung referral din, pwedeng referred siya by the ng teachers, ng deans, or whoever man official, no? And then, meron tayong group counseling. So yung group counseling, pwede ding referral and then walk. Actually, referral lang siya kasi group po siya, no? So mostly, pwedeng siyang referred by the teacher, no? Yung concerned teacher, whatsoever man na concern nila. And then, meron tayong exit interview, usually for 4 years, no? Pinakumusta. And actually, every year, meron dapat, no? First year, kinukumusta yung first years, no? May grupo sila. And then, parang, kumusta ba yung mga adjustments sila, no? From senior high to college, kumusta yung experience sila, no? And then, every year dapat meron, no? Sa, sa 4th year, kamusta ba yung experience nila dito? Saya ba, whatsoever, grateful pa sila, whatsoever. And then, aside from the counselings, meron tayong mga patalks and then seminars for students. Meron tayong anti-bullying, no, ng mga talk, na seminars for them, specifically for first years yan, no? Anti-bullying, and then this upcoming October, meron tayong guidance week, no? Open siya for all students. Dumalo kayo ha. Guidance week for October 28 to 30, no? So, yun, per day meron tayong event, no? Parang values formation, meron tayong yung event na hinhandle ng peer fussing ngayon, no? So, meron silang coping and defense mechanisms, and then meron din sila body-mind connection, something na to, no? And then, meron din parang for the parents. Aside from that one, no, yung peer fussing nga, So yung peer FASI basically sila yung tulay ng estudyante papunta sa guidance office, no? Kasi of course may mga estudyante na nahihirapan na seek ng help, di ba? So yung na trabaho ng peer FASI, sila yung matutulay. So basically yun.
Pinaka-challenging is ngayon, mas dumadami kasi tayo. So, kumbaga, ngayon kasi kulang kasi kami, dalawa lang kasi kami ng nurse dito. Ang rula lang kasi namin is malagdagan kami. So, yun, hindi challenging ang part na yun. Since kami kasi nag-struggle talaga kami to maintain kung ano yung services na pwede namin i-provide sa lahat ng tao dito. Since yung numbers natin, including the employees, is talagang they are keep rising every time as the year goes by.
Future challenges.
Ako.
I think hindi to future, pero I think in the future, magiging ano siya. Kasi in the past, in the current, and then in the future, I think tuhog niya lahat eh. Yung ano ba, yung stigma, that's one challenge na I think hirap yung ibang tao maalis. Diba? Yung stigma with mental health and then yung stigma with guidance office. No? Kasi yung traditional perspective sa guidance is that parang ay, pag pinag-guidance ka, ay, may mali kang ginawa. Di ba? Yun yung tingin sa guidance office. So pag let's say masama, yung ginawa mo or may parang pangit yung ginawa, diretso guidance office. Di ba? Which is, medyo parang hindi yun yung point ng guidance eh. Parang, ay, pinag-guidance ka ngayon kasi mali yung ginawa mo, masama yung ginawa mo, minaaway ko whatsoever. Di ba? Of course, isa pa yung parang, yung na-measure ko kanina, yung na parang, yung nahihirapan sila mag-seek ng help. No? And then yung parang, ay, pinag-guidance ngayon kasi may baliw o sakit sa ulo. Diba? Yung mga stigmas na parang I think sa future, dala-dala pa rin. However, no, with that one, in this generation kasi, compared to the late generations, no, it's different na ngayon. At least ngayon, nakikita ko na ano na siya eh, medyo inclusive na siya. Diba? Medyo accepting na generation na to. Yun yung medyo gusto ko with this generation kasi very vocal sila, very, kumbaga, they stand with their points in that.
At kaya napapalawin school bus and yung stigma.
Siguro imagine niyo na lang kung may sakit kayo tapos kumbaga wala kang so kung halimbawa wala tayong health services and saan kayo tatakbo? Saan pupunta yung mga students, yung mga employees? Saan sila kukuha ng tulong para kumbaga? Or saan sila makakapaghingi ng mga medicines or mga advices in order to alleviate kung ano man ang mga symptoms na nakikita nila. So kung ganun, maapektuhan yung productivity nila and ayun, pag naapektuhan yung productivity. Anong mga
Peter, kung yung said kanina na importante masyado ang guidance. Kung wala siguro, I think, yun nga, walang space, safe space for them, no, to express themselves, na ilabas ang emotions sila. Wala. No? Kasi yung mga sabi pa nila, no, yung iba nahihirapan ng express ang sarili nila. So, if wala to, I think, may hirapan sila. No?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, babay ka.
Yun na.
Sige po.
Now that we're done with the professionals, let's see what the student have to say.
Hindi pwedeng masabing walang kwenta ang PE dahil it helps us to improve our motor skills like jumping, running, and also the walking.
For me po, as a first year student, still adjusting with the environment, kasi hindi rin talaga siya madali para sa akin. Knowing na ito kasing program na meron ako ngayon, actually, itong program itong school, it is not my first choice, to be honest. Sa USI sana for social work. And then now, while juggling, ACADS and organizations, tapos doon in between nun is my mental health. Tapos for me, I think I will describe it as something that is very challenging that I think only time management will settle this issue kasi balancing academics and organizations while maintaining a mental health or stable mental health is very challenging. But if you know how to apply time management in yourself, I think you will be able to handle it well po.
Are you confused? Don't worry. Let's see what School Health Services has to offer.